Hey YouTube, JD here. August 23rd, 2010. I am in Houston. I'm sitting in my own apartment, which is lovely, and I got a drink because my throat is like killing me. I gotta tell you, I've been gone because it has been a nightmare in many ways. But I can also say I have mixed emotions about it because a lot of positive has come out of it also. Right from the get-go. I'll explain it in case you didn't see the other videos. I came out to stay with my sister. The agreement was she would make a space for me. I shared with her son, and she gave me a space for my things so that I could store things. I only came out, of course, with a limited amount of funds. But that I would take care of myself, pay my own gas, food, take care of the dogs, anything I needed. I took care of my own toiletries and, stuff like that. I didn't want to be a burden on anyone. I just needed a roof over my head until I got settled. So she said, hey, here you go. And my first day there, I think that was a sign when I had to return the U-Haul. Of course, we slept first, had to get some rest after, a 16-hour drive. But I had to return the U-Haul or I'd get charged another day. And being that I didn't have a job, I didn't want money to just get thrown away like that. So I definitely got the rest that I needed to get as much as I could and got up and started unloading. And of course, I asked for help, didn't get it. Until the very end, finally I was just like, wow, those last items are not something I could get out of there on my own. So that's when I just was like, fine, I'll go get help. And so that should have been a sign, I guess, of things to come. But so then my sister took me to the store and was like, oh, show me what you like to eat so that I know what to cook. Because she doesn't work, she stays home, and I guess she doesn't like anyone. What she told me was, I don't like anyone in the kitchen. I don't even like the boys to go in there, to get things. And which for me, I thought was great because I don't cook anyway. So I thought that was pretty fair, I'll get, the food that, I'll help pay for all this and, that kind of thing. So it was a good split there. Until I find out later that she calls my sister and tells her that I was demanding all this fancy organic shit that I knew she couldn't afford. And I was like, wow, I did no such thing, She asked me to show her what I liked, and I showed her. Did we come home with all that? No. Did she say, hey, I need you to buy this? No. I didn't know what she was doing. She just said she needed to do groceries, so we went. But again, I didn't, I took care of myself, and I never asked her for a fucking dime, because she gave me her house, a space in her house. I wasn't about to do that. So I stayed out of the kitchen, try to respect that space. I ended up spending like $500 on vet bills. My dogs kept getting sick or hurt. I thought I was going to have to put my girl Jolie asleep. I mean, it was that bad. I was really considering maybe this is what needed to happen. Just because she was in pain for so long, and that's just not right. We ended up, now this is not a judgment, I don't have a house. I don't care how you live, yes, the house was dirty, roaches, ended up getting flea infested. Bugs, those little gnat bugs or whatever. It was, it was dirty, but so what? It was a roof over my head, and again, it wasn't my house, so I'm not going to judge. You can live however the fuck you want to live. I don't care. My focus was really on what it needed to be. I was very stressed because I'm very independent, so my mind was very, very occupied on what I needed to get, doctors, tea, therapists, I guess surgery, a job, trying to network, getting out of the house. So I spent the first 2 weeks looking in that town for work and realized there was none. There wasn't a lot of places to even really apply to, but I did it, you know. About 6 or 8 places, but there was nothing. So after that 2-week period, I was like, okay, I exhausted this town, so it's time to move on. So I did that. And my brother came to visit, which was nice, although I didn't get to enjoy that. Anyway, what happened was I'm sitting here trying to focus on what I needed to get done. And she basically, within 2 weeks, started getting really nasty. And just nitpicking about everything, started demanding money of me, started just demanding that I get things for the house, or, you know, just I need money so I could get things. I'm like, what things, you know? It's like I don't have an income, you know, and I've just spent all this money. Basically, the little one was, you know, we were confined to the back room within that 2-week period. The little one liked to hit and kick the dogs and just really abusive toward them. And my boy started, you know, growling, and they were scared, and we were just really uncomfortable overall. The way I saw things, if I needed to use something, let's say for the example, the bathroom, our bathroom that we had to share, I had to share with the boys. I was using it, therefore I cleaned it. And yeah, it was filthy. It was disgusting. I traveled back and forth in urinals from Texas to Florida, and none of them smelled like that. But so what? Again, I'm not, you know, you want to have a dirty bathroom, have one. But if I was going to use it, I took it upon myself to clean it, because that's how I liked, you know, my atmosphere. Bought my own cleaning products, you know, cleaned everything that I felt I needed to. I bought wipes, so if, you know, I want to sit at the table, you know, because I don't want sticky stuff on me, which I don't think is a bad thing. I mean, you know, I'm just trying to make myself comfortable, but whatever. It became so stressful that really all I could do was focus on what I had to focus on. Keeping the dogs safe. We were stuck in the back room. It was hot. I was hungry, and, you know, she's quit, like, started with holding food, you know, passive-aggressive bullshit. Everyone would be sitting at the table, and then she would call me later, kind of thing, and accuse me of not finding a job, accuse it, you know, like I'm just at her house because it's just this fabulous fucking resort, right? And all that good stuff. She just didn't understand, you know, what it takes to probably find a job, and that I had to network, and that driving to Houston is not a waste of time. I had to get doctors. I had to do all this. But she told me that those were not priorities. And I'm like, oh, okay. But anyway, turned out, from what I could see, she was just insecure. Or probably regretted her decision, and just, instead of just being gracious and saying, hey, you know, I made this decision. I've welcomed you into the house, but it's more than I can handle. I'm sorry, and let's work something out. She basically told me I needed to get out. I had this date to do it, and it was just miserable, absolutely fucking miserable, to be treated like that. When you have no job, no home, in an estranged state. It wasn't just like I was in a different town. I was in another state where I knew nobody. And to be put out like that, you know, is a really shitty thing to do. So yes, she's my sister. I love her because she is my sister. Do I like her and want to spend time with her? Fuck no. I don't like the kind of person she is. And again, if this offends anyone that's watching this, don't watch. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel, and I'm not going to make all these pretty videos, you know, because it's my life. This is what's been going on, and it's how I feel right now, and I'll get over it. You know, I don't really hold a grudge, so I'll get over that in time. It's just a lot of hurt that I have to work through, and I got trust issues, you know, so that really didn't help. Anyhow, I'm grateful to be here, and so that was the negative, just that whole nightmare, and having to depend on people who are complete strangers. But that's the good part, so I will make another video on that one, alright? So, on to number 2.